What's up, guys? Out here with Vince. Kiki! What do we got going on today, bro?
You're working on your Corvette.
So what we're gonna do first with the Corvette is get it street legal. That's what we decided. We have all these crazy ideas and stuff like that, but we figure might as well take the steps, get it legal. As of right now, it has no title.
Cool.
Have you dealt with vehicles like this?
Yeah, it's been sitting forever, and it's gonna be fun getting it to pass smog.
Yeah, we were thinking like engine swap and all these ideas, but we just need to get it legal first. So today, stepwise, what are we gonna do first?
Well, first off, see how it runs as a Misfire or anything like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
The gas is probably 4 years old.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll figure out the Misfires first. Hopefully it's just something simple, spark plugs and wires, and we'll drain the old gas out of it, get some new gas in there, and see how it runs.
All right, so right now, if we hook up the battery, it's running that motor. So you just disconnected it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we won't kill the battery. Does it start?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Is that door shut?
No, it's good. Runs pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Put it in gear. That's a little misfire.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's pull it in.
Okay.
Does it really? Oh, the cluster works, huh?
Oh yeah. All right, so for the smog,
Yeah.
will we have to get the cluster to work?
No, I don't think so.
Because I thought for some reason if it said like service engine soon.
Correct, yeah. But this is OBD1. So OBD2, if they check engine lights on, you automatically fail. OBD2 stuff, they don't even run on the dyno anymore.
Okay.
They just plug in their computer, and if all the monitors pass, then you pass.
Really?
Yeah. These things, they'll have misfires for a year, and they won't set a check engine light sometimes, or they'll just set a check engine light for nothing. This is old technology that they still put it on the dyno.
Yeah, so they put this on the dyno and check it straight up.
Yeah.
Rather than just like looking at the sensors.
Right.
What makes it OBD2 compared to OBD1?
So it was like a federal mandate of 1996. Everything had to be OBD2.
Oh.
Because previous to that, every car manufacturer had their own diagnostic connector anywhere on the vehicle, and it was not compatible to any other manufacturer.
Huh. Okay.
So it's regulated.
Okay, cool. Now that we got her pulled in, where are we gonna go from here?
All right, well, let's check out that Misfire. We'll start off with that Misfire.
Okay.
And go from there.
Start out with the Misfire?
Start out with the Misfire.
Okay, bro.
All right, so really easy way to check for misfires without a scanner is what I'm gonna have you do is sit in the car, turn the engine on, put into gear, and then that misfire comes up, right? So I'm gonna go through each one of these injectors and unplug them one at a time until I see no difference. If I unplug an injector and it's a good firing cylinder, then it will misfire even worse. But if I pull one off and it's misfiring already, it won't make a difference.
So it'll be exactly the same.
Right.
Okay.
So then from there, I'll find the cylinder that's misfiring, pull out the spark plug wire, pull out the plug, see if I see anything abnormal about it. If it looks okay, maybe I'll swap it with another spark plug that I know is good, and see if the misfire then changes to another cylinder.
So right now we're just playing a game of like guess and check.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. If this was a OBD2 car, it would be a lot simpler because just plug in a scanner and it tells you number 4 is misfiring.
So because this is OBD1,
Yeah.
Does it take a special scanner?
There is a special scanner, but even the primitive scanners back in the day were not very friendly. So you're better off doing it old school.
Yeah. Fire it up.
Yeah, go for it. Put it in reverse. So I found that this #1 injector made the least amount of difference on the Misfire. So I'm gonna go down there, find a spark plug, and pull it out, look at it, and who knows? Maybe I'll just look at it and it looks old. Maybe we'll just do all 8.
Just go get some spark plugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not wires, because these engines, they put the distributor in behind the water pump, and it's really difficult to do wires on this thing, or distributor cap. It's not fun. So it was sparking, but the thing is, when it may have a good spark here in the atmospheric pressure, but when engines run, they actually increase the atmospheric pressure. If you have 10-to-1 compression, you're increasing the atmosphere inside the cylinder by 10 times 10. So that gap inside the cylinder has to cross 10 more times the atmosphere. It does out here, and so that gap is actually 10 times larger inside the cylinder, if that makes any sense. No.
All right. So let me get this straight. Pretty much, you were checking that if it didn't spark out here, it'd be super f***ed up.
Right, correct.
And now you know it works outside, so it may work inside, but
Right.
you still don't know.
But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna stick a screwdriver there and hold a wire out, or hold it to the ground about this far, and see if it arcs that distance.
Oh, I
see if
see.
you can get a good spark through the spark plug wire.
Okay.
All right, go for it. All right, so it does have a good arc coming out of the spark plug wire. So I'm determining that the spark plug's old, and that we should just replace it. But if we're gonna replace one, might as well do all 8, because they're probably gonna be in the same condition as that one.
Okay. So, AutoZone run.
AutoZone run.
AutoZone run. It is Memorial Day, but apparently they are open.
They should be.
They should be. All right, so we got our new spark plugs,
Yeah.
and you wrote down the distance between
Yeah.
the distance of the spark, right?
Right. The gap of the electrode.
Okay. So now
So-
just replace these.
Yeah, replace these. Also, right now, before I start on that, I want to find the fuel pump relay and I'm gonna hot wire it, disconnect the fuel line, and we're gonna dump all the gas out of this thing.
Okay.
And then as it's dumping, I'll start doing the spark plugs. And once it's out, we'll put that back together, put some new gas in it with a little bit of an additive. Maybe clean out the injectors if they're dirty.
Cool.
Yeah. Broke a spark plug wire. Hopefully we have another spark plug wire laying around here and I could fix this for you, Kyle.
Well, while you were doing that, I put gas in it.
Oh, cool.
A little bit of seafoam.
Cool.
So I guess we'll go look for...
Spark plug wire.
Okay.
Preferably one that's like this, just straight. Not the 90 ones.
Okay. Should we just go pull one off, like a random engine or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
What have we got here? Van?
No, dude. We'll go take a look in the shop.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Alright, so Corvette update. We couldn't find any of the correct spark plugs we needed.
No, so I just put it back on there, and if it misfires, then we'll deal with it then.
Nice. Checking the oil.
Yeah, make sure there's some in there before you start revving it to $5,000.
That wasn't me, bro.
That was me.
That was $5,000 though.
Your cruise control got turned on for some reason.
Oops.
Try it again. Is that a little bit better?
Yeah. Do you want me to put it in reverse?
Yeah, put it in gear, please.
Look at that, dude. Check this out. This thing isn't going AWOL.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good job.
Okay, she's in gear.
Hold the brake a little bit more.
I got it.
Still misfiring a little. Let's just let it run for a while.
Okay.
No parking brake.
No. Did we delete that?
Yeah, it's just extra weight you don't need, right?
Correct.
You're gonna be putting it in a turning brake anyways, right?
A what?
Turning brake?
Sure. What's that?
I don't know, ask your drifter buddies.
Danger Dan, comment below. It definitely sounds better.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
So when cars sit for a long time, say one of the intake valves is open or one of the exhaust valves is open, they will develop rust on the face of the valve and they won't seat correctly. So you'll get a little misfire that way. So let's just let it run and they'll reseat themselves. So, unfortunately, I didn't bring much diagnostic equipment with me. I'll bring some next week, but I know for sure that number one cylinder is causing the misfire because it doesn't really change once I unplug that injector. So, what I'm gonna do now is swap the number one injector with the number 3 injector and see if the misfire moves with that injector. If that's the case, then we'll leave the injector soaking overnight in seafoam and hopefully it'll clean itself out. But I know it's working, I can hear it clicking. So realistically, I'd like to put a compression gauge on this bank and seeing if there's any any variation in compression on this side. What I'd normally do is, once I verify that one cylinder has low compression, I'd then add compressed air to the cylinder, and then I can listen to where the leak is. If it's an intake manifold valve, if it's the intake valve, it will be leaking out of the throttle body. If it's the exhaust valve, I'll hear it leaking out of the tailpipe. If it's the rings, then I'd hear it leaking out of the oil filler cap. But I didn't bring that with me, so we're gonna try this, last ditch resort, and if not, we'll come back next week with a compression gauge.
Yeah. It is Memorial Day, so I know you got a barbecue to go to.
I'm always barbecue.
I got a barbecue to go to, so we're gonna try this last thing. It's been a good day though so far.
Yeah.
So the injector that's we're concerned about is the number 1 spot.
Yeah, and right before I pulled them out, I numbered them, just for future reference. Kyle's disappointed in me that I didn't let him know that fuel was gonna start dumping out of this thing.
Yeah, a bunch of fuel sprayed out. I didn't have the camera on. You asked me
If you wanted to recharge it and we could do it, shoot it over again, but you said it's too unorganic.
it's not natural. Everything you see here on Bonus Channel, it's real.
Yeah, we keep it real.
Fire it up.
Yeah. Starts good, huh? Yeah, it's that number 1 cylinder. Something inside there.
So how can you tell?
So now, well, I've eliminated the spark plugs. I've eliminated spark because I showed you how far that spark was gapping. I eliminated the fuel injectors because I swapped them, and still number 1 is misfiring, even though I know that the number 3 injector is good. So it's when you're looking for misfires, you're looking for 3 things: either ignition, fuel, air-fuel ratio, or compression. And I've eliminated air-fuel ratio and spark, so it's something to do with compression.
So we're making moves.
Yeah. So next week I'll bring my compression gauge in and check it out.
All right, cool. Also bring the filing cabinet.
Really, you want to?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know.